there, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts. Now, you may have seen on my social media that I indicated that I had ordered a Cricut mystery box so that I could share with you what was in it. Now, I think I'm a little bit late in sharing, to be honest. I've had this about a week and I know that there are some other videos out there already showing you what's in this particular mystery box, but you guys may not have seen it, and I did promise I would share, so I apologise for the slight delay, but hopefully you will still enjoy taking a look at this video. So this is the contents of the box. We'll go through them in detail. I have to be honest, I don't know what I thought it would be, but I'm actually really quite pleasantly surprised. I guess I didn't really think it through, I suppose. I just thought it would be like craft bits. It never occurred to me there'd be cartridges or any of this, so as I say, I don't think I really thought it through, because I can't imagine what else Cricut would really give you, but as I say, I didn't really realise what it would be, so I've been pleasantly surprised with the contents. So let's take a look in detail exactly what you've got. Okay, so the first roll we've got here is window cling. So I think this is kind of like vinyl, but not. It will cling to your window and then peel off, so you could do some great Christmas decorations in it. You could do like a sign if you've got a business and you put it in your window. I was thinking of maybe trying to do something for my mum for that, to put on her window to say, you know, that so people know that she's there. So you've got all sorts. Now the indication seems to be that it comes with different colours, because you've got here black being shown, so I'm assuming that it comes in more than just this white that I've got here. You've got one roll of 12 inches wide by 48 inches long, so really good amount. So that's the first item, so I think that would be quite fun to have a play with, to be honest. I've not really tried anything like that. The second item is some vinyl, and this is some great vinyl. This is the metallic vinyl, and it says it's a sampler, so it has got all of these colours in. So actually you can just see it on the edge there, but let's have a peek. It's no point. I didn't realise. I thought it was just the one colour on the outside. It's only as I was reading it to you guys that I saw it said sampler, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds like fun. So you've got that beautiful sort of what I would call platinum, really. Then this lovely blue. Let's see if I can draw it out a bit so you can see that beautiful. And then like a copper colour. Lovely colour. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? The pink. Really nice. And then silver. Oh, and another one. Gold. And then we're back at the beginning. So how many was that? 1, 2, 3, 6. So a really nice amount. So it's got instructions as well, which is kind of cool. So let's just roll this around so that when it comes to the time for needing to cut it, I know exactly how to. I mean, I suspect it's like all the other vinyls, but just in case. So that is a really cool little pack of nice yumminess. Okay, so then we've got Pearl Paper Pack. So this is 12 by 12 sheets. You've got 15 sheets. So let's have a little peek at these. So it's really nice, beautiful. Look at that pearlescence on that. It's paperweight. It's not card. It's paper for definite. And you've got 3 sheets. So I guess if there's 15, there must be 5 colours. So you've got this lovely pinky colour. This is very similar to your vinyl, that one. And this lovely grass green. Sort of yellow. It's sort of a limey yellow. It's a very sort of, oh, they've got it on both sides. I didn't realise. So that's your limey sort of I say it's yellow, but it's kind of slightly limey. And then coral, and again you've got some instructions here if you need it. It says use your light mat, or basically use an old mat. If not, if you've got a mat that you've been using a while, which is what I do, instead of throwing away an older mat, just keep it. And then when you've got papers and things that you need to be a bit more delicate with, the old mats have virtually got no stick left, so you can then use that instead of purchasing, and then you're not wasting anything. So then we've got this faux leather pebbled patina sampler. So we've got get the look and feel of real textured leather for all your DIY crafts without the need for a deep cut blade. So again, 5 sheets, oh not 5, this is 5 sheets, not 15 sheets, and it does look like leather from what I can see, but let's take it out of the packaging again. Gosh, it even feels like leather, I have to say. That is incredible. Can you see? That literally, you wouldn't, I mean, it's only when you kind of touch the back, but even that feels like suede. That's amazing. And it even smells, it almost smells like leather. It's incredible. Okay, so then you've got this beautiful brown. Oh, I love that. Black. What a cool. And then blue. And then a dark blue. Well, I think that is stunningly gorgeous. I love that. Okay, so that's the faux leather. I think that's pretty cool. So then we've got 2 cartridges. We've got Chalkboard fonts, which I think will be really cool, and Edge to Edge, which I have no idea what that will be. So we need to, I'm just going to get some scissors and open these up, and then we can take a look. Okay, now if you're wondering why one is kind of smaller than the other, that's because this one is the newer style, and it has the universal overlay and the smaller booklet. So let's start with that one first. Oh, there's a ticket on the side here which I hadn't spotted. There we go. So we've got an actual cartridge. So I've got a video on showing you how to link cartridges to your Explore, but if you've got your regular Cricut Expression, which I also have, then you can obviously just pop that in. And I've also got a video that shows you about the universal overlay and how that works, so do take a look back at that. And if I remember, which I'll try to do, I will put a copy of that video with universal overlay and the linking video on my blog post. And if you're on YouTube, as always, click on the show more in the paragraph below this video. It'll open up, you'll see a link for under the heading corresponding blog post. If you click on that, it will take you to my website, to the blog post that is relevant to this video, and on that I will put those videos for you. Okay, so that's your Edge to Edge. So in here, as I say, you don't get the overlay. Oh, what's this? So we've got, I'm covering up the number because that's a one-off number, we don't want everybody using it. So it's free access to the Cricut image library. So it says your purchase includes 72 hours of free access to over 25,000 images in the Cricut image library. So basically it sounds like you put that number in and you get 72 hours of unlimited access to the whole of the Cricut Design Space image library, which is kind of cool. So let's now get to the actual important bit, which is this booklet. So these new booklets, what they do is they start off with the actual images. Now in this case it looks like it's single layers, but if they're multiple layers it will still show it as a complete image, rather than before where it was on the page you had the image and then it had all the layers shown. So it starts at the beginning with all of those. You then go, oh yeah, I like number 1, so then you go and you find number 1 here, so it tells you the numbers there. So you find number 1 and it tells you the size and the button on the overlay, etc. And it shows you, if it had, say, multiple layers, it would show you the multiple layers there as well. So I think looking at this, these are quite tiny, so I think it's going to be easier in view of the fact that they are single images. We'll just ignore the front and we're going to go straight to these images because these are much easier to see. So that's that one. And then we've got this one. I'm going to bring you a bit closer even because they're quite detailed. That lovely. So we're not going to, I'm going to go reasonably quick. Okay. This is what happens when the booklets are new. You have a bit of problem turning the pages. That's nice. You jumped a page then. Pretty. I like that. I was trying to see if it was an alphabet or whether it was actually words, but it looks like it's just letters, random. That's cool. That kind of reminds me of that Anna Griffin cartridge. Oh cool, that would be so cool on a, can you imagine if you got like patterned, do you remember I did my clock for my dad? If I got like a plain colour behind, or I painted and then we used pattern paper or whatever and you then put that over the top, or even an acetate or something like that, where you, or vellum, so that you could see through and you could paint through the numbers, you could use it as a template. Sorry, my mind just is going like, ah, ding 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 ding. Oh, that's cool. Compass, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Spider's web. Nearly didn't show that one then. That wouldn't have been good, would it? So now we're on to squares, rounded corners. See, these again, you could cut these, say you cut that to 8 inches, because you could do that easily, I'm sure, even 6 inches. I think something more simple like that would work fine. Some of these more detailed ones, maybe not. But you could use that as a template, you know, cut it out of Doflex or whatever, you know, like that plastic, like templates are made from. And you could, you know, use that for your sprays and all sorts. Now we get to stars. Gosh, there is so many in this, isn't there? Hearts. Rectangles. Look at that, that would make a great template. And so would that. And if you want, you don't have to cut templates out of any sort of special material. Just cut it out of cardstock or even vinyl. If it's repositionable vinyl, or maybe even like that window cling, so that it will basically peel back off if you want, so it doesn't damage your paper. But then you can use that and just, I mean, as I say, even a piece of paper or cardstock I've done before, you can't keep it, you won't be able to use it again, but maybe once or twice, but that's about it. But you would certainly, it would work for that at least one occasion. So that's Edge to Edge. And then we've got Chalkboard Font. With this one we do get an overlay. So you've got all your different font there, and then you've got shadow, bonus letters, condensed shadow, extended shadow. Anyway, here is our chalkboard booklet. So again, this is slightly, they've been doing this a while now, where they've put these on the front. These are obviously the older style booklets, but this is the newest version of the older style, I think you'd say, because it's got the letter and then where it is, etc. So that's kind of cool. But I'm going to jump that bit because I want to go straight into here. So on this page, I'm just going to show you all of it, but then I'm going to zoom down for the rest of them onto this section so you can actually see the images. But just to explain what we've got here, if you're new to Cricut, so you've got here an example of the images that you can cut when they're completed. So that's your completed cut. So on this one it's number 1, a exclamation mark, a 2, a 1 in a different font with an exclamation mark, and the same again there. So this is your different buttons that you would press. So in this instance they're only a 2-layer thing, and you don't have to do the second layer. You've got the original image layer there, and then you've got the shadow. So the shadow, if you see the picture here, the yellow is obviously the yellow, and then the shadow is just going to show the black there behind, but even though you're cutting all of it out, and obviously you don't have to cut it in those colours. So you've got that on those two, and on that one, and then on your bonus word you've got it there as well. So now you sort of see the layout. I'm just going to focus down on this so you can see the finished ones, so you know, rather than looking at the whole page. OM. I have to say I'm slightly confused why you'd want an OM or an SE. But anyway. So I'm just going quite quickly because, oh, it's a pound sign. That's all really hard to get normally with these. Oh, even a euro. Cent, I guess, is it? But yeah, there's quite a lot, obviously, with the letters and stuff. So I'm just rushing through. And you can see the three different fonts we've got there. And obviously with the fonts, if you're new to Cricut, you can, if you've got Design Space or your Cricut Craft Room, you can create a word and you can weld it together, or you can cut them out individually. If you're on your Expression and you're using just the cartridge, you can just cut each letter individually and you can then stick them in a line or however you want them to be. So you have different options, and you can obviously mix and match. So as I say, I'm just rushing through this for you because there is an awful lot. Oh, cool. I like those. I do like sort of swirly things like that. I thought that was the same. Oh, that's cute. I like that. So these are really handy, some of these words, and I do like the font. This would be really nice. I guess this is really nice as well with the vinyl that we had, or the cling, because you could make some really cool words with this. And don't forget that, you know, just because it says shadow, you don't have to use it as a shadow. You can just do that as it is, as a single layer, either one, and then the final one there. So that is the Cricut Mystery Box for this month. Now I think another one is due out very soon. I don't know if I'm going to order that one. I've enjoyed this, but I just wanted to see what it was and share it with you. It's not necessarily something that I want to do all the time, so I may or may not get that, but at the moment it was just like a one-off, just to show you the kind of contents that I assume that you're going to get. So it looks like the sort of thing you'll get is some cartridges and some sort of accessories of some description. Now I did hear a rumour that the next mystery box includes some Marvel stuff, so it may be that that would be of interest to some people. Okay, but I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at this. I hope that, like me, maybe you didn't know what kind to expect with the mystery box, so I hope it's helped if you were sort of on the fence a bit with it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.